Hey guys, today I'll be showing you this look here. Hope you like it. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. This is a close-up of it. I actually got so many compliments on this look at cheer because my cheer friends are very nice and they like this look. So thanks guys. Here's the tutorial because they asked and because I filmed one, so let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this really simple ombre look here. I go from light to dark blue across the eye, and I feel like this is a really fun, simple, colourful look. You could do with any colour as well. Purple would look really cute. Green would look really cute. If we went from pink to red, like an ombre of pink to red would be really cute as well. You can do this with any colour you like. I chose blue today, and I also feel like because I went for a light glossy lip, it's kind of an updated version of like a 2000s kind of inspired look, because I remember in the 2000s I was obsessed with like blue eyeshadow, glossy pink lips, and this is kind of like an updated version, a little 2021 mix. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. Whoa, I feel like I look really pale. Maybe winter has finally come here in Australia. It's really cold right now. I'm actually wrapped up in a blanket underneath that you can't see, and it's freezing in this room. I'm going to be popping on some primer onto my dry face. My face is so dry recently. Does anyone else get like this? Like when the seasons change, my skin is just so dry. My lips are I'm constantly reapplying lip balm because they're so chapped. The primer that I'm applying is the NYX Marshmallow Primer. It's just this one that went really viral on TikTok, and I'm applying it with this really stiff beauty blender. This beauty blender is damp, but it looks so small and it's still so stiff compared to like other beauty blenders that I have. This one is from Eyeshadow, which is an Australian kind of more naturalish kind of makeup brand. They're available at like most places like drugstores. You can get them at Maya. I'm sure David Jones sells them too. They aren't available at like Woolworths or something. They're not like a like Maybelline kind of brand, but they're still like really common. You can find them everywhere. And they're quite affordable. So this was a sponge that I used to love, but now I feel like it's so stiff now that I've tried other sponges. This primer I've been really into. And the pump, it's just so easy to use. It just comes right out. Anyway, let's go in with some foundation. Today I'm going to be using, as per usual, the Lasting Matte Foundation from Rimmel in the shade 103 True Ivory. Not because I love it, but because, as you know, I am trying to use this up because it's not actually my favourite. So I'm just going to squeeze out a bit. Feel squeezed out. See, that's the struggle with squeezy tubes, is sometimes at the end of the tube I need two hands. Oh, my mum's going out. See you. Anyway, this is like not really absorbing any foundation. This is kind of the weirdest sponge ever. I don't know. I used to love this one when I was in high school before I'd tried any other sponges, but now it's not my favorite in comparison to the other ones that I've tried. This is not absorbing any products. It's just like rubbing it around my face. It's like I've got a plastic ball and I'm just rubbing my foundation around my face with a textured plastic ball. It's kind of odd. I'm just going to grab a mirror. If you can tell, my skin is like kind of breaking out. I think it's because of the seasons change and like my skin is so confused right now, so it's breaking out because of it. Hopefully once winter fully hits, it will calm down. It's just so cold here right now. It's probably not that cold compared to like other areas of the world. Like we don't have snow here in Sydney. But to me, it's freezing because I like a nice sunny hot day. Okay, so this beauty blender is really not working out for me. This is a mess. Let's grab some random brush to blend it all in with. I'm just going to grab this like powder brush and do that all over my face because I feel like this will blend it in better. Yeah, see, that is way more. It's working it into the skin better. Maybe it's time to retire that sponge. That's so sad. That used to be one of my favorite sponges. By the way, this powder brush is from Nude by Nature, which is another brand that's available here in Australia. I'm not sure if it's available overseas as well, just because I've never seen it overseas, but it's a brand that's here in Australia that sells mostly mineral products, but they do have some liquid products as well. It's very popular, kind of on the more affordable side, so it's like available at like drugstores. Like I said, you know, Maya, David Jones, like department stores like that often sell drugstore brands as well, but they're not like the cheapest. Like they're not like Essence. They're like a little bit more expensive compared to some of the other drugstore brands, but they're still definitely on the affordable side compared to like stuff that you'd buy at like I don't know, like Mecca or something. Okay, that's good enough. Let's pop on some concealer today. I'm going to be using the matching concealer. This is the Rimmel Lasting Matte in the shade 10 Fair Ivory. I'm going to pop this under my eyes and down here. So I saw this really good video here on YouTube of makeup by Ariel. I don't know which one he prefers, but anyway, Makeup by Ariel doing Patrick Starr's makeup, and it was such a good video. It was a really long video, which I appreciated. It was literally like 50 something minutes long, like nearly an hour, and he did like Patrick Starr's full face on camera, and then they also had like a little box in the corner where they were commentating on like what he was doing, and it was absolutely fascinating. I feel like I learned so much. I'm so rough with my makeup application because obviously I'm just pounding it into my own face. I'm really beating the face. But to watch a celebrity makeup artist who was so talented like Makeup by Ariel, I was just so impressed. His skills were incredible, and the way he was so gentle with the brush, it was really total artistry. It was absolutely mesmerizing. I really love that video, and I totally recommend checking it out if you have the time. I've watched it like a couple of times now because I just think it's such a valuable video. I think it's such a great upload, and I hope it's always up on YouTube because I think it was really educational. It's kind of like inspired me. Obviously I'm still really violent with my makeup, but it's kind of inspired me to like, I don't know, maybe I'll start being a bit more gentle. Probably not today, but it just was so cool how gentle he was with the makeup and how careful and precise and thoughtful he was with every touch of the brush on the face. It was so well thought out. I'm really interested in, like, I think it was because, like, let me start again. He was promoting his new brush collaboration. I think that's why he was doing the video with Patrick Starr. But I was so impressed. I kind of want to get his brushes now because they're kind of unique brushes compared to some of the other ones I have. I don't know. He advertised them really well. I was just so mesmerized by that whole video, and I totally recommend checking it out because his application was beautiful, and he had really amazing like tips and techniques and tricks and stuff that I hadn't seen before, and it was kind of different to like the typical like Instagram makeup or like TikTok makeup that you see going around. He had like really interesting and unique artistry techniques. Anyways, I've just powdered the face with my, what's this called? Real Techniques 100 powder brush, just a big fluffy powder brush, and the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in the shade 10 Fair Light, which just looks like this. Really good loose powder, very affordable from the drugstore. Let's bronze the face. The bronzer I'm going to be using is the one that I've been using up recently, the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in the shade Bronzed, and I'm just going to grab this fluffy brush from Real Techniques, fluff it through the side of the pan, because the product's all in the side of the pan, and just take that through the cheeks to bring warmth back to the face. I'm really going to go in with this because I am not Makeup by Ariel. I'm rough with my makeup still. I don't know, maybe I will change my makeup technique. After watching that, I'm definitely inspired, to say the least. Like, I don't know if I'll necessarily change my whole way I do my makeup because it's fast and easy, and he takes 6 hours. Apparently it took them 6 hours for him to beat Patrick's face, but you know, I'm a 30 minutes max kind of person at the moment. I don't know, that's the time I allocate to makeup. But watching him do Patrick's was so inspiring, and also I've done a really messy job of bronzer, so don't judge. I didn't take enough foundation down the neck as well. Oops, don't look at it, just ignore it. Sometimes I like do my makeup, I'm like, oh, that's fine, and then I look in the mirror afterwards, like, you know, at lunchtime or something, and I can see like my foundation stops here and it's like kind of orange. Anyway, it's fine, just I need to blend more, it's fine. We all do. Everyone blend more. Top tips. I'm just going to blend my bronzer in a little bit better with the brush I used for face powder earlier, just to make sure it's all blended into my skin. Excuse me. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but my hair is more toned than before. My sister, she toned it for me, and it's looking a little bit less orange. It actually looks kind of dark on camera right now. Surprising. It might also be because my skin tone is looking really pale right now. I kind of liked looking orange. I don't know if I miss it. It was not as even before though. Now it's like more even. She did a good job. She's always doing a good job. Anyway, I'm just going to be bronzing up the perimeters of my face so that I'm bronzed all over. How are you guys? What are you up to today? As per usual, I'm going to cheer practice after this. I know, surprise. But you know, I like doing fun makeup all the time, and I'll wear fun makeup to cheer practice. That's a normal, regular thing for me to do in my routine. But yeah, let me know what you've been up to, what you're going to get up to for the rest of today. Let me know in the comments down below, because I'd love to hear what you've been up to recently. What's fun, new and exciting for you? What's exciting for me? I'm about to go away on another placement. I'm studying nursing, and we go away on placement from time to time to practice our skills in a real life scenario. Under like obviously the guidance of like facilitators and stuff. And so I'm excited to go and practice some skills in the real world. I'm just going to use this, what's it called? angled blush brush and this MAC blush in the shade Desert Rose, and I'm going to be packing this over the cheeks for a flushed look. I'm not going to take it on the forehead today. You know, usually I take blush on the forehead, but Makeup by Ariel, he did not put it on the forehead, and so I'm not going to because I was really inspired by him. My makeup application is a lot rougher than his though. Gee, he was so gentle with everything. I was just so impressed. I keep talking about it because it was like, it's changed some thoughts in my mind. Not that I thought initially, like previously, that my makeup application was gentle or perfect or anything. Like, obviously it is not. But watching him and how perfect and gentle and like how much care he took in every step, it was really inspiring. Anyway, it's going to change my makeup routine, hopefully. I'm going to like take a step back next time I'm doing my makeup in front of my mirror and like have a think about it more. And maybe next time you see me doing my face, maybe some of the techniques will be a little bit more upgraded. I don't know, we'll see. That's lots of blush, but it's okay because blush, as Makeup by Ariel said, is the first thing to fade. So, you know, afterwards when I put on some highlight, it'll take down the intensity of the blush and it'll look more normal. I'm going to go in with some eyeshadow now, and the eyeshadow palette I'm going to use today is the Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to be using the blue shades today because I'm going for a blue ombre look. So these blues up here, exciting. Okay, so I'm going to start off, I want like a packing kind of brush. I'm going to use this one. This one is from Nude by Nature and it's called a tapered blending brush. And I'm going to grab this light blue shade here. It's the lightest blue in the palette. Even though this is a matte look, I think this shade has a little bit of shimmer, but I don't think it's a noticeable amount of shimmer just because, like every time I've used it, let's put a bit of concealer down actually. Every time I've used this shimmer shade, it hasn't really come up as very shimmery, so I don't really consider it a shimmer. I'm just going to actually reconceal the lids because I would like a tacky base for all of these shadows to stick to. And so I'm just going to fluff this around a little bit using this brush here. Good enough. Just so that the base is a little tackier, so that my shadows turn up a little bit more pigmented. Let's put on some more concealer. I feel like that wasn't enough. There we go. I'm just using the same concealer as I used under my eyes earlier. Okay, in the time that I disappeared, this brush got dirty. What? I must have touched it in my palette and gotten black all over it. Wait, let me wipe this off with my finger really crudely. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just going to reapply concealer over the top of that black and hope that it blends away. Oopsie, that was a mistake on my part. Oh my gosh, how embarrassing. Guys, don't quote me on that. It was kind of awkward there. Anyway, let's get a new brush because I've ruined that one. This is another kind of flat blending concealer-y type brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to blend this over the eyes. I'm going to fluff it out so that it's blended out nicely. It's not like a cut crease kind of shape or anything. It's just like blended everywhere. Nice, nice. Now that my lids are tacky, I'm now going to go in with the blues and they will turn up more pigmented. So I'm going to go in with that blue. Yeah, see, that's way more pigmented than it was going to be before. Not that this is a bad palette per se, but it's not the most like intense palette. It's not the world's best rainbow palette. I don't know what is. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, it's just the rainbow palette that I have to work with. So yeah, I'm first of all going with that light blue shade that I showed you. Now I'm going in with the shade right above it, which is like almost a light medium blue, and I'm going in with the same brush. I think I'm just going to use the same brush for all of the packing on part of the color, just because it's easy to go from light to dark by using the same brush, and it's a good brush. It's packing well. I'm getting the color on then, that's all that matters. So I'm going to take this about halfway across the eye. This looks kind of crazy right now, but trust the process. Now I'm going to go in with this medium blue up here, and I'm just going to take that and pop that on the outer, like, I don't know, third of the eye a bit, but not the very out, just like working my way out, like that. And on the other side, of course, this is really messy, really easy, and they're already blending together, I feel. Like, these colors are already an ombre. Like, I don't really feel like they took much effort to layer and make into an ombre kind of transition. I hope they blend out nicely into the rest of my skin though. Last of all, I'm taking this shade down here, and I'm like not gentle with this palette. I just dig in. It's a really affordable one, and I feel like it gets the job done. I actually quite like it. You know, as much as I say, oh, this isn't the best rainbow palette, it's an affordable rainbow palette, it's an accessible rainbow palette, and it has a lot of rainbow in this palette. So that is the eye shape and colors that I want on. done. And then I'm going to take this angled brush here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the lightest blue shade that we used, that like light one, and just tap that off, and I'm going to blend that light blue into the crease. Oh yay, it's blending how I wanted. Lucky. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to blend from light to dark, starting off with the lightest and working my way to the outer corner. Now I'm going in with that medium shade here and blending that right above where I put the medium shade earlier. And they're all blending together nicely, which is a big relief because that would have been really awkward if I packed on all that blue. Now I'm going in with that darker medium blue. Yeah, it would have been really awkward if I'd packed on all that color and then it was just like not going to blend and really intense and stuck. But it's blending. Gotta trust the process and trust yourself. Trust your blending skills. You can do it, guys. Do you guys actually follow makeup tutorials like line for line, like product for product, step for step? Because I do not. I take out a lot from tutorials. Like when I watch tutorials on YouTube, obviously I get a lot of like tips and techniques and like color stories, different things I get out of it, but I don't actually follow them step by step usually. Unless I have the exact same palette and I want to like copy the look. Usually I'm just like looking to videos online for inspiration. Okay, so now I've blended it all out. I want to blend out a little bit more here at the tops, especially with the darker outer blue. And I also want to add a little bit more darkness and bring it in a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that brush and I'm going to go in with that medium shade that I used. I'm going to drag it in a little bit just to deepen up the eyes on both sides, just so that it has a little bit more depth going through it. But not going too hard with it because I still want to keep that light ombre at the beginning of the eye. I'm quite happy with that. Let's grab one more blending brush. Hello, blending brushes, where are you? I'm going to use this one. This is another one from Real Techniques. And I'm just going to use this clean and work this from the inside to the outside of the eye. So starting at the light blue and then working to the dark blue. And I'm just going to use the same brush, clean all over the eye. I didn't pick up any product on this because I wanted it to diffuse product rather than place product. So I want it to be very clean and it's blending quite nicely. I am so happy with the way this is coming out. This is the ombre part done. I'm going to dust any fallout off my face. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of fallout. So I'm just going to grab the powder brush that I used earlier just to brush that all away. There's a little bit on my inner corners arm there. Good enough. I'm going to go in with some highlight now. I'm going to use this angled setting brush and this highlighter from, what's this called? This is Flexitarian from Colourpop. Closed it really tightly. It's one of their Super Shock Cheek products, which I love, and this one is so blinding. It's kind of on the icier side, but not too icy that it looks like too harsh on my face or anything. It kind of is like icy with a neutral undertone, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to pop that on my cheekbones and the high points of my face. Some people don't like blending in Super Shock Cheek products, but I think if you just work it into the skin, it's definitely manageable. So I'm just working in. And look how nice and icy and blinding. I wanted a really over-the-top highlighter. And when I do want an over-the-top highlighter, this Flexitarian shade never lets me down. I'm just working that in on both of my cheeks there, and it gives me the icy vibes that I want. This eye look is very dramatic, and that's why I wanted a more dramatic highlight to keep up with it, just because I did do like a really big ombre eye look. I wanted my, you know, highlighter to keep up. You could do the same eye look and make it less intense if you made the ombre area smaller or did a different like eye shape. I really like the exaggerated like flared out eye. I think it's really fun and I feel like it looks good on my like almondy kind of Asian eye shape. But if you have a different eye shape, you might prefer a different look, so just play around with it. It's not that deep, it's just makeup. Let's go with some highlight on the smaller areas. So I'm grabbing this brush from Real Techniques. This is the 201 brush. I'm just going to take this down the center of the nose. Oh, there's a loud car going past. And then I'm going to take it on the tip of the nose because we all know that that looks, that's a vibe in my opinion. I'm going to take this on the Cupid's bow for no reason because I don't know why I keep doing that, but I always do it. I'm also going to take it on the brow bone. I'm considering highlighting the inner corner, but I feel like it doesn't need it as much. I'm going to do a little bit on the underneath though, on like the lower lash line. So not as much on the inner corner, but just on the lower lash line. just at the front there, just for a little bit of brightness, because I don't want to make a big circle at the front of my inner corner and like, I don't know, I just feel like that's not too bad. But if I just drag it under a little bit, it'll just brighten it up without making it an inner corner highlight. It'll be like an under eye highlight. That'll be cool instead. Yeah, I much prefer that. And it kind of balances out the highlight on the brow bone. I haven't blended that out though. Let's blend out the brow bone highlight. I'm just going to go in with the setting brush that I used earlier all over the face to blend that into the brow area a little better, so it's not like a stripe. All my brushes like blue tinted. I definitely have to wash them after this. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera just to do my liner, my lashes, my brows, all that shebang, and I'll be right back when I've finished it up. See, liner makes all the difference. I'm just gonna show you the lashes I used are from Daiso. They were $1.40 and they look like this. There's some number 8 ones, and they came with a little lash glue too, but I didn't use that one. I just used my Duo lash glue, and they're just like very simple, natural. I'm like trying to show you, they're like simple, natural, kind of circular lashes. I kind of wanted to get some flared lashes for this look, but then I thought, you know what, it's kind of like a heavy look. Maybe I'll just let the focus be on the eyeshadow and go for a lighter lash. So I did. Obviously my eyeliner is the same one as I always use. Where is it? It's the Maybelline Hyper Sharp Wing Liner, and my brows are the ColourPop brow pomade in the shade Black and Brown, and I use the Morphe, what's the brush called that I use? It's the one that I always use. Okay, well, I've lost my Morphe brush, but it's the one that I always use for my brows. It's like an angled Morphe brush. For lips, I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors the most. And this one has a, like, it's like a glitter lip gloss, but it has slight blue undertones, and I was hoping it would give like, oh yeah, the mermaidiness that I was looking for. It's kind of like an icier lip gloss, and I felt like I could go in with the highlight. Also, under my eyes, there's a little bit of fallout, like of blue at the front of my eyes, but not really at the back. And I didn't want to go in on my lower lash line with the blue because I felt like it would create like too much of a shape. Whereas I wanted it to be really exaggerated on the top lid. So I just left the bottom lash line bare and left the little bit of blue at the bottom because I feel like it frames the front really nicely, but without like exaggerating the outer lower half too much. But yeah, this is the completed look. Let's set the face with a little bit of setting spray. I feel like I come on here and then I actually spend like half the time turning around looking behind me for products. The setting spray is the L'Oreal Shake and Glow. I'm just gonna spray it everywhere. I also have a fan that I like to use. This is a random fan that I was gifted by probably like my dad, I'm gonna say. Anyway, I'm just gonna fan my face with that. Ooh, hello hair. The Wind is a paid actor. And yeah, that's the completed look. If you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment anything you'd like to see from me in future down below. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. I upload very frequently, and hopefully I'll see you in a future video soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! Surprise, it's me, Outro Emily, doing the voiceover of the close-up of my eyes. That's my eye again. This is my face. I'm blinking. I really like the way the lip gloss came out with this look. I just feel like the lip gloss really ties in with the eye look really nicely and gives the perfect amount of shimmer while letting the pink of my like natural lip color peek through. But yeah, this is how it came out. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking around through my video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!